I'm seeing Trump was owed another term. So he's owed another term. So I don't know what that means, guys. Don't shoot the messenger. Literally, like, I'm seeing Trump is supposed to, like, take the election. Okay, guys, so that was me pulling on who will be president. We will see if this happens. Like I said, I could be wrong. I am seeing Trump, if he moves correctly after this, I'm seeing Trump will have a really good chance at being reelected into office.
And I know this is an uncertain time. I'm clear-eyed about that. I know you're clear-eyed about it. And it feels heavy. And I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Sade's Tarot Tea. So today, guys, I am going to be doing an updated reading, well, a spiritual message for everyone. I'm sorry that this reading is kind of late. I feel like it's like really late because I wish I could have come out with it a lot sooner when we found out who the president was. And as you guys may know, I predicted that Kamala was supposed to be president. And I said that in my prediction, I said that the odds were looking more for Trump. Like, it looked like it could easily shift in Trump's favor. But ultimately, I did see Kamala winning. I went on my Twitter, and I do follow some people here and there that do like predictions and stuff like that. And I was trying to see if anybody else got that Kamala was supposed to win. Guys, I just wanted to cut in here real quick and explain more of what I was trying to say. I did not finish my train of thought on this one. I had so much going on this day. I had a lot going on in my head, and I was not feeling well. So I wanted to finish what I was saying, and that was basically what I was basically saying is that when I went on Twitter, I don't normally do this, but something told me to do it. I don't know why, but I was seeing a lot of people predict on Trump losing and Kamala winning. So I was like, okay, maybe my prediction, maybe it's right. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was not confident in this reading that I did of Trump and Kamala. As you guys, if you have not checked out that reading where I read on Kamala and I did include Trump, I just kept feeling the voting shift in Trump's favor. And I kept saying that Trump was owed a second term, as you guys saw in the clips. And if you go back and watch that reading, I did say that. So I guess my gut was telling me that Trump was going to win. And maybe some part of me just didn't want to believe it, because I was just, this is why I don't like reading on politics. It's just, one is hard to read on it. It's hard to read on politics. It's hard to not get your emotions involved because, I'm not perfect. You know what I mean, guys? I'm human. And sometimes, our emotions can get invested into stuff like this. It's a worldly prediction. So that's why sometimes I'm not comfortable reading on worldly things because I care a lot. So, but yeah, anyway, guys, I was feeling it shift in Trump's favor a lot. So I wish I would have just said, yeah, Trump is going to win. Yeah, he's going to win. But, as you guys, if you go back and look at that reading, a lot of what I was pulling was saying that. And as I went back and watched, what I didn't realize was, which I said in this reading, a lot of what I was saying was how people were going to start feeling about her and why they were not going to vote for her. So crazy, right? And then also, a psychic reader, give her a shout out, Sloan, is one of the ones that predicted Trump winning. So big shout out to her. And also, I was also watching like people that read on charts, and they were saying that a lot of good planets were in Trump's transits in his, I can't remember what house they sat in, but he had some really good planets in one of his houses. And during his transits, he was having really good planets transiting his houses. So one of them was Jupiter,
And Jupiter is about expansion, luck, opportunities, and, you know, just things working out in your favor. So that's why I kept feeling that confusing energy from him. Um, but yeah, guys, go back and watch that reading if you would like to. Yeah, I am proud of that reading still, even though I did get it wrong about Kamala, not about Kamala winning. But I did also say Trump. I did see Trump winning. So in some regards, I did say that. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to take some partial credit. I'll take partial credit. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this reading. I hope it finds you well in some way or another. And let's get into the reading. Thank you for watching. Bye.
To win. Now I did say that Trump was owed a second term. So guys, my reading was so freaking confusing. I went back and, like, you know, watched my reading, and I started realizing that a lot of people were going to feel this way about Kamala as she was, you know, running for office. So, like, my prediction kind of started coming together in, like, pieces, but ultimately I saw and I kept seeing that Kamala was going to win. So we're going to go ahead and look at what happened and why that happened. And also, I'm hoping that I can give you guys some, like, a spiritual message. You know, maybe this will help. I hope, you know, that this will help you guys to keep hope in some way. Of course, you guys know I'm going to keep it real. If there's something that seems off, or, you know, there's something going on that's weird, or whatever, whatever comes out, whatever spirit tells me, even if it's negative, I will try to be positive in this reading as much as I can, but I also am a very realistic person, as you guys know, so I'm not going to bullshit or lie to you guys. Very, very shocked that Kamala did not take it, although I kept seeing it shift in Trump's favor. I wish I would have recorded this, guys, but, like, the night that they were going to announce our president, I literally saw Trump got the Chariot, and I can't remember the other card he got, and then Kamala got, oh man, guys, I wish I could remember what Kamala got, but she got, like, victory, like, saying that she was supposed to win, or she's going to win, or the odds are looking better in her favor. But that was at that time on that night that I pulled. And then with the Chariot, I saw that it easily still was going to shift in Trump's favor. But I think, you know, my emotions just didn't want to believe it. Like, I was like, no, there's no way. There's no freaking way. But turns out that Trump was, you know, he won. So we're going to go ahead and look at that and look at how he's feeling. Obviously, we know he's feeling very victorious. I did watch Kamala's speech that she gave, and I want to see, like, how she's feeling, how she's really feeling. I want to see, guys, too, how you guys felt and are feeling, you know, about Kamala not winning and Trump winning, and, you know, like I said, what shifted that, you know what I mean? So this reading, I'm kind of going to freestyle a little bit, see what spirit gives me. If this reading is a little bit all over the place, guys, besides my spiritual message, I apologize in advance. I was also picking up on a major threat that happened during them counting votes and or before they announced the president, or as they were leading up. I kept getting major, like, threats, allegedly major bomb threats from, allegedly, like, you know, another country, or, you know, someone threatening the election of some sort. I saw that that was true, that there was threats, there was bomb threats, allegedly. So yeah, that was crazy that I picked that up, because I was like, okay, there's something going on that we're not seeing, you know. So hopefully spirit will allow me to see what's going on. Guys, just keep in mind that I do not have all the answers. This is what spirit is telling me. This is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only, and please take this with a grain of salt. But also, you know, pull what you need to pull from this message, and hopefully within my spiritual message I do bring hope to you guys. So yeah, spirit is directing me to move to the spiritual message first, and then we'll go ahead and get into Trump and Kamala. Okay, so just want to say, guys, if you would like to book a personal reading from me, please DM me at SadeSarahT92, and also please follow me on TikTok at SadeSarahT92, and on my Instagram at SadeSarahT92. okay, also please give this a like, give it a thumbs up if you like this reading, and comment below, you know, what you guys feel, what you guys are thinking, how you're feeling. I hope you guys are well. And if you got the outcome that you wanted, you know, congratulations to those that voted for Trump. You know, I hope that you get everything that you want in voting for him. So like I was saying, if you guys would like to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for when your bitch pull up, ding ding, okay? And sorry guys if I sound under the weather, I am sick or coming down with a cold, but I really wanted to do this reading. Don't worry girl, I took care of myself, I'm okay, but I am just coming down with a cold. So and I have my heater on, so if you guys hear that, I'm sorry. It's getting cold, you know, that time of season, it's getting cold where I'm at, so please excuse my raspy voice. And I just really could not wait to do this reading. I felt like, you know, I'm curious as to what's going to come out, what Spirit has to say about this election. And yeah, let's go ahead without further ado. Let's go ahead and get started. So yeah, for everyone that voted for Kamala and she did not, of course we know she didn't win, I'm so sorry. You know, I was also picking up on the suicide rate going up. Unfortunately, I could feel it going up. And turns out that a lot of my LGBT plus community people that are trans, I don't want to spread misinformation, but I did read that there are a lot of people within that community that are committing suicide. So my prayers go out to the families that have lost anyone due to this election. And if you are mentally suffering from this election and you're just burnt out, you probably don't want to watch this video because it's just so... Also guys, I don't let my smile fool you. I'm very sad. Really worried for our country. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna come on here and be honest. I'm very, very nervous for our country. I'm hoping that Trump proves us wrong and he does what he says he's gonna do. So we'll see if he also will make it to inauguration. Already picking up, allegedly, as you guys can assume, that Trump is not safe, allegedly. A lot of people are very, very angry that he's going to be our president again. Oh, Spirit is definitely talking. Okay, so guys, the first card that I got was Control. This is in the upright. Okay, so like I said, guys, I'm going to keep it very real. This spiritual message. So this can go one of two ways, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so the first card about Control is saying that the good news is that we can take back this power. We could take back the power that we have given the government. We could take it back. We can do things to control the situations around us, guys. Like we can, you know, just tap more into our communities. We could tap more into ourselves and better ourselves, and we can control what is in the now, what is around us. Spirit does not want us to fully, ironically, this doesn't make sense, guys, but bear with me. Spirit does not want us to worry. Your spirit guides do not want you to worry. That's easier said than done. But they do not want you to worry about what is in front of you right now, because right now what's going on is a lot of spiritual, I've been seeing this go around, and this card is reminding me of that, just spiritual warfare. Spirit is saying to let them handle it. Let your spirit guides handle it. Let God handle this. This is something that is beyond our control, and this is something, even if you got out there and you voted for Kamala, this was something that was very much out of the people's control. I don't know what this means yet. We will get more into it, what this means. But Spirit is putting... There's some type of like cap on what we're allowed to see, right? As we know, like the spirit world is its own dimension. It's going in its own way. It's doing its own thing and what it's supposed to do. So a lot of this is out of our control, is what I keep hearing God say to us. Spirit is saying, which we know that, right? We know that this is out of our control, and that the things that are binding us are going to be broken, but it is going to take a while for this to happen. But it has to start with us as the people not resisting the change that is happening. So whatever new transformations are happening in your guys' life, whatever things that you guys are putting up with, control what you can control. That's what I keep hearing. Control what you can control. Let go of the things that you cannot control. Unbind yourself from your fears, from your worries, from your doubts. Ooh, this is speaking to me too. Ooh. Unbind yourself from your worries, your doubts, your fears, your anything that is holding you down, that is keeping you in this. We are not a prisoner. We are not. That's what I keep hearing Spirit say. We are not imprisoned to this election. We are not. This does not define us. This is only a test to make us stand up more for our fellow brothers and sisters, our people, our communities, or get involved in things. You know, that's what I keep hearing is get involved in your churches, get involved in your communities, get involved, really understand the demographic and the people that you're around, because we are going to need to be in unity. We all know this, right? But to actually spread our wings, I'm seeing our wings just kind of like binded and controlled, which is literally the government, as we know, right? The House of Representatives, the president, anything having to do with political things, that needs to cease in your life at the moment. You do not, Spirit is saying, you do not need to bind yourself to that. That does not define. I'm also hearing we got to stop, judging each other for voting for certain people. That's been a major topic that has been coming up. If you voted for this person, I get it, guys. I know this is going to cause people to be like, what? No, Sade, like, if you voted for Trump, then you don't, you stand for this, you stand for that. Spirit is saying that's not always the truth, okay? That's not always, things are not always what they seem. People are not who they seem, whether that be good or bad, okay? But it's saying to drop that and we need to come together. Now is not the time, as we know, right? Now is not the time to divide or to control the narrative of things that are out of our control, right? Which is what happened with the election. Stop trying to control that. Yes, you put your vote in, you did your thing, you did your due diligence, but it's okay to let go of the outcome not being the outcome that you wanted, right? Another thing is that I got my next card, which is, I don't know if I showed you guys this card. Let me show you. It's Control, okay? This is our spirit guides watching us. This is us, as that's what I'm seeing. Also too was Lead in the upright. Now this is where I'm kind of going to get a little scary. We already know this, but we are going to be heavily watched, okay? Because there is going to be some uprising. I do feel that there are already protests going on, and every day there's more and more protests going on. That's going to make national news. We all can expect that. We all know that. But because of all the uprisings and talks of, things that, or protests, whatever that may be, there's going to be a mandate on what we do, controlling us, making us follow procedure, making us fall in line with things. There is going to be some control, guys, okay? There is going to be some, I don't know what this means. I'm not hip to the laws and all that, but if you guys know what I mean, then put it in the comments. But I'm getting Control and Lead, okay? So there is going to be some government mandate. There's going to be some type of because of an uprising happening, or a couple of uprisings happening. They're going to need to feel like, the president is not safe. They are going to feel like they are going to start putting a lock on things. They are going to start controlling a lot of different things that we do or say, especially through social media. I'm seeing that. Another thing is that I'm getting communities. 4 stands for community. The family that we're building. It doesn't only have to be your family. It could be the family that you're building, your neighborhood. Make sure you guys look out for one another. That's what I keep hearing. There's going to be people in place of whatever is about to happen. People are going to, and Spirit is saying that this is correct, to start nominating people, to start looking around, start looking at people that you trust that could help you. Now, usually when uprisings or stuff like this happens, people tend to show their true colors, and they tend to flip, so just be cautious of that is what I'm hearing. Just be cautious of that, but still get what you need. Be the leader in your homes. Do the things that you need to do necessary. Do the things necessary that you need to do to protect yourself. To protect yourself from, of course, we already know that there's people that are being deported. So yeah, just do what you need to do. Get your documents. I'm seeing, a change in the Constitution as well. I look at this rolled up document as like the Constitution. So definitely we will be expecting, Trump to allegedly change things in the Constitution or try to get rid of the Constitution or change things, like I said, in the Constitution. I feel like there is going to be some shift in a leader in power. I don't know what that means. Yeah, there is going to be Trump being controlled as well. Also, with Manifest, I am hearing too that if you guys want a better president or if you want a better outcome, we need to start manifesting better things to happen. And that starts with what we can control and where we choose to put our leader into, because we seriously can change this outcome. It's going to take time. It's going to take us all coming together and leading. Us as the people are going to start being our own leaders or leading in our own homes, of course, as well, but also like within our communities, like I keep saying, and within your city. We're going to start seeing congressmen, congresswomen like really change their their thinking, and Trump is going to make people start shifting. Even if you're Republican, I'm seeing that you're going to start shifting your focus a lot and actually putting forth and helping people and not being so about yourself, okay? Like that's another thing I keep getting. Also, prayer, manifesting things for other people, setting things aside for people, helping, giving, having a helping hand for others and yourself. And wishing the best for people, really, putting others before yourself, but also looking out for yourself. We do want to do that, you guys. But Spirit is saying to also, manifest a better outcome, manifest a better leader. Now, I know this sounds crazy because some people believe in hardcore facts and in going out and voting, but it's saying that this is more of a spiritual thing. This is more of a spiritual thing that will help shift the way the economy is going, the way who we choose to put in office. It's also telling me, guys, Spirit is also telling me a lot of people have succumbed to the fact that we cannot do this on our own, that we can't have a free thinker. We can't have a leader in office that is so lucid with their thoughts and their beliefs and their mouth, basically. We need somebody that controls, is very much is a tyrant in a way. A lot of people I'm seeing, I'm kind of jumping into this already, but a lot of people want someone that, of course, is very transparent, but is more of a threat and stands for more of being a leader than about the people. A lot of you guys wanted that. A lot of you guys wanted a leader that was about power, and that because a lot of us felt safe. A lot of us felt safe with somebody like this. We weren't ready, not only because she was a woman, but a lot of people were not ready for someone that was open to hearing about what people wanted. It's like, when you're in a bad relationship, you get out of that relationship and you go right back to the toxic thing that you tried to run away from because you thought you learned, but then you ended up running back to the same toxic person, or you went back to the same toxic habit because you didn't really learn how to break that cycle. So Spirit is saying that we didn't learn how to fully break that cycle. We didn't trust that things would change. We didn't trust in a better tomorrow. We didn't trust in the unknown, right? And a lot of what Kamala stood for was change, hope, and the unknown. And we know what we're getting with Trump is what I'm hearing. A lot of people Spirit is saying that a lot of people also have said is like, we know what we're getting with him. There will be no surprises other than if he says something dumb, like we'll know. But, you know, of course, but we've accepted, a lot of people I'm hearing have accepted Trump for who he is, you know, and feel like he has done a lot with the manifest card to change, you know, has brought families together, has brought the economy, has rebirthed the economy. Like these people feel like, you know, Trump is going to rebirth the economy. Okay, heart chakra in the reverse, and I'm gonna show you guys my manifest card as well. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I don't know, guys, if I showed you my lead card, but I'm showing it again, my lead card. And my heart chakra card is in the reverse. Again, this talks about, you know, us not, a lot of people are changing, a lot of people need to open their heart chakras back up again. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people need to have better love and respect. Love abounds. A lot of people have lost sight of having better understanding for one another, having more patience for one another, giving people the benefit of the doubt. I'm seeing a lot of people's hearts have, Spirit is very disappointed with this, you know, your spirit guides or, you know, God or whatever. Like, a lot of the universe, you know, they see that we are in need of a cleansing. So this is part of the end, guys. This is part of what is supposed to happen when the world, you know, I hate to be cliche and say that, but we are right. We're following the path of having the world starting to perish. You know what I mean, is what I'm hearing. And a lot of people, allegedly, guys, I'm also talking about, you know, the spiritual message, and my spirit guides are telling me kind of like what went wrong also. But a lot of people are having a hard time, like, opening the heart back up again to accepting other people, to, you know, they want to be controlled. A lot of people want to be controlled because there's just been so much, you know, spontaneity and just, and not in the best way. And there's been so much, like, people just feeling like their money is being spent wherever and shouldn't be, or, you know, we're being too giving, we're being too understanding as America, we're being too, you know, I don't know if I said this, but forgiving, you know, with other countries. And they want to stop that. A lot of people want to stop that, but because of that, that caused a shift in who we wanted, as we know, right? That caused a shift as who we wanted as a president. Also, too, we obviously know that we weren't ready for a woman president yet. Clearly, that is very blatant. But my spirit guides are saying it is deeper. It's a lot deeper than that. We're having a hard time being accepting, being loving, being, as we know, being understanding, giving people, yeah, that chance. Yeah, look at that. As I said that, yep. Simply love and change your focus. A lot of people, too, were afraid for their families. They were afraid to put their trust in someone new. They didn't feel like Kamala could, you know, rebuild rebuild. They didn't feel like Kamala could rebuild this country. They didn't feel like she had what it takes. They felt like she operated too much from her heart and focused on the wrong things, you know. But it's saying that we were focused on the wrong things. That yes, there were things that we didn't agree on with, or whatever, you guys didn't agree on when it came to Kamala, but she had the right focus as far as rebuilding and knowing how to rebuild that. It is talking about that Trump is going to rebuild, but it's not going to be in a good direction. It's going to be change your focus, Trump. He needs to change his focus on the things that he actually, like, wants to do. Because the thing is, guys, he is deceiving us, okay? He is deceiving us. He is coming in with, oh, you know, I just want to rebuild. I just want to fix what was broken. I want to change. I want to do it in the right way by, you know, showing you guys the proper way a man is supposed to run this country. A family man is supposed to run this country. I don't know if Trump is going to try to change the way he talks to us. If he's going to, yes, we'll still hear him talk crazy. But I don't know if he's going to try to change and come from a softer angle. So we'll see if that happens with him. I'm picking up that he wants to try to change the way he talks to us, the way he projects his beliefs, the way he appears to the public. He wants to change that in order to get us to trust him and to have us help him rebuild this new America that he's trying to build. I mean, we know that is just his end goal, is that he wants to rebuild America, right? But I'm seeing that his deliverance and the way he's going to go about it is going to it's just going to scare us even more. It's going to scare us even more. And Spirit is saying that is why we need to come together, and we need to really make our neighborhoods, our communities, really get involved with people, really even like move. Like, if you guys do not feel safe, Spirit is saying do not feel afraid to move, like overseas. I also take this love abounds as other countries opening up their homes. Some people are going to choose to flee, or they will need to flee out of the United States, or they will just want to, like I said, leave, and they have family overseas that will help them. Some people, if you have you're studying abroad, or you have anything having to do with where you can have quick access to leave, Spirit is advising to do that as well if you do not feel safe, or if you are not okay with the way that the government is going to start controlling and leading, okay? Because it is going to shift a lot, and it is not going to be, it's going to be very, very nerve-wracking for us. And yeah, I'll get more into it, guys, but that's what I'm getting so far. Also, I am seeing people open up their homes and more people being accepting. I do see that happening. I do see families really coming together. I see unity coming together. People really changing the way they see Trump as well, or see politics, and also not wanting to care about that anymore, not be so consumed in it anymore, because they're going to not see the point. Like I keep saying, an uprising, guys. There's going to be some new uprising. We're going to see another leader emerge, or a leader that is going to shift the way we do things. I don't know what that means. This could feel from another country, okay? This feels like it could be from another country. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and get more into it. That wasn't as positive as I wanted it to be, but we got to keep it real. A lot of it kind of felt a little bit jumbled, but I think as I go along in this reading, it will kind of start making a little more sense, hopefully. So let's go ahead. I'm looking at my questions. Let's go ahead and get more into their energy and see what happened. I kind of touched on it a little bit, but let's see more of what happened. And also, I'm going to get into Trump's energy. Let's see how he's doing and how he's feeling. As we know, he's obviously feeling very victorious. And, okay, guys. So the first thing I want to pull on is, why did Trump win? Okay. So just a plain question. I just want to see. I kind of touched on it, I think, a little bit. But I want to know, why did Trump win? Okay, guys, so my first question was, as we all, I'm sure, want to know what I get, why did Trump win? Like, what happened, right? So the Page of Swords I have in the upright, this card flew out. Now, I feel like for me, this talks more about the people. Like I said, I feel like there was a lot of first of all, there was a lot of people that were easily influenced by Trump. So a lot of people got out there and voted for him. A lot of people felt safer when it came to who's the better option when it comes to who can protect us, who can, put up a strong front, that we're going to be okay, that we're strong, that we're united, that they can't mess with us. So a lot of people fell into that false sense of security, right? A lot of people too, as I was gonna say, found him more exciting, more real. A lot of the Page of Swords, guys, is about inspection, as my card says, and it's also about ego and deflection, and just kind of like, I like to say that this is my little boy energy card, just kind of being disillusioned into thinking that we are the better, or he's the better option. So it's talking about that a lot of people were just fed up with the way that Kamala was running her campaign. They felt like Trump was a better, more secure option. And also, too, I feel like he had people behind the scenes that were helping him. I did see betrayal for him, which when I ended my reading, I saw that, that he was getting betrayed as well. But I feel like a lot of people also started to feel bad for him and kind of started feeling bad for his mental illness. Like, I'm seeing a lot of people were just like, you know what, we're gonna put Trump in office because that wasn't fair what happened to him, and also the assassination attempt that happened on him. I feel like that won a lot of people's sympathy. Surprisingly, I felt a lot of people felt for him, especially when they thought there was a second attempt on him. So I'm seeing a lot of people were influenced by that as well. I also feel like, guys, Trump was not going to, he wasn't going down without a fight, okay? The Page of Swords also talks about, I will do anything and everything to win at all costs, because I cannot lose. I cannot lose. I cannot lose to this woman. The Judgment card in the upright, also a decision that was wrongfully made. I feel like Trump did a lot of things behind the scenes to get his win. I know people don't want to believe that, Trump rigged the election or anything. They want to believe that, allegedly that Trump he didn't rig it, that he did it on a fair basis. Well, I'm seeing that was not the case. He took whatever opportunity that he could, or anything that he could do to shift things or to move things around. I'm seeing that he did. He pulled some strings overseas, I also feel, and also within the house. He had some people within the house that were trying to help him, and also back-ended people in other states that we don't know about that were helping him as well. I don't know what I mean by that, but I hear it. He had other people that were helping him, whether that be rigging the votes, or doing things to change people's mind, scare tactics to change people's mind, that were working with him, or that were doing things to help with the election. Different assignments that he would give people to help with his win, okay? Also, something, there was a lot of glitches I'm seeing go on with technology, the stuff that, I want to say, like, news anchors were using to count up the votes. There was something going on with that. So, there were definitely things that were kind of like rigging the election, or I hate to use that word, guys, but yeah, that caused the election to be weird, or for the votes to shift more in Trump's favor. So the next card I got, guys, was the Three of Wands in the reverse. So this is a card about opportunities, expansion, and luck. Definitely, Trump knew that the odds were not going to look good in his favor. So again, this is another card about him stopping any opportunities or anything having to, or people that were trying to help Kamala, or the votes of any type. He had people stopping that. He had people allegedly that were in his corner, that he paid off, that he allegedly that he paid off to help with this election, and also I want to say blackmailed people allegedly. Was, he had his tactics. When I say scare tactics, I mean he used the big stops, okay? He was pulling out the big stops. I wish I could say, guys, that this was a clean election, but it really wasn't. As I said that, guys, look, Seven of Swords, treachery. Seven of Swords, deception, doing things his way, going against the grain, not following the rules, doing what he needed to do, being sneaky, having people do his dirt for him so that his hands were clean, just doing things. I'm sorry, guys, this is a upright Seven of Swords, is an indicator that Trump did not win this election fairly, did not trust that he could win this election on a fair basis. I'm seeing that Kamala was going to be our next president, but Trump was able to stop that. Allegedly, he was able to stop it. He was able to put things in order because of his ego, because of his, God complex or whatever, and his, he couldn't do it. He could not do it. He had people in his back pocket more than we think he did. Also, I'm hearing Kamala started to make enemies, allegedly behind the scenes. They started seeing cracks in Kamala's mask in certain areas and not feeling confident in her anymore. Kamala had to start pulling out other things in order to try to get close to Trump, as far with the votes. 10 of Swords reverse and 10 of Wands upright, okay? So 10 of Swords this is a card, of course we know this is a card about betrayal. He was going in swinging, guys. Now, I got this card with the Judgment, okay? I got Judgment and 10 of Swords reverse. So that is telling me that Trump was not going to, he wasn't going to take this loss. No. Like, he was like, I'm going to do everything and anything in my power to win this election, and I'm going to not only sway the people, but I'm also seeing at his rallies, or he had people like helping bribe people and people with big money. So Kamala had the celebrities, right? Kamala had celebrities endorsing her. What we missed was that Trump on the back end had people with a lot of money and power. Of course, the ones in the forefront, there were people in the forefront, celebrities like, Elon Musk and, celebrities like that had money and power that could help him. But there was also higher ups, people that people didn't pay attention to, or maybe you did, maybe you caught it, but he had people helping him to sway the votes, to sway people's opinions, to put pressure, to threaten, to put fear, and to say, hey, if you guys don't do this, this is what's going to happen, which is the scare tactic that I was talking about. Also, he played into the hands of the economy of the people that are suffering. I see the Page of Swords as, also us being very naive and very young-minded, and just being like, what, there is hope, there is, Trump is going to help us. And it is talking about that, yeah, there will be some changes. There will be some things that Trump does to lessen the burden on us, but it's not going to be by much, and it's only going to be for those people that actually will really benefit from seeing the change in this. Because a lot of people were affected economically, as we know. A lot of people were affected by Biden, and just the whole Democratic Party. We were affected, or we were made to believe that we were affected, right? Because there was a lot of people, we have to remember, guys, too, there was a lot of people pulling the strings behind Biden that would make him make these decisions that were not sound of mind. And then Biden took a lot of the blame for that, okay? Biden did take a lot of the blame for that. So I am seeing with the 10 of Wands upright, the 10 of Swords reverse, that there was him threatening, and allegedly, and saying, and we know this too, he has a hit list, right? He has a hit list, we know that. But there was a lot of threatening and fear that he instilled in the people that caused, and just the hardship going on of the economy caused people, to want Trump in office. And also a lot of people were afraid of what would happen if Kamala caused, and her VP caused these new changes. Would we be more in hardship? A lot of people felt like, things are not going to change. Things are not going to get better. With the 3 of Wands in the reverse and the 10 of Wands upright, a lot of people felt like things are not going to get better. Trump is our answer. Trump is going to help alleviate a lot of our hardships. But the 10 of Wands is here upright, guys, saying that the odds of that happening are very slim. And I will pull on it and see if that will happen. But I'm seeing it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Ten of Wands upright, like I said, with the Seven of Swords. Trump persuaded people and threatened people that he would cause more harm if we didn't. That even if Kamala got into office, he would, or the Congress, the House, the Senate, would make our lives harder. And that it's all a scare tactic. It's all a scare tactic. And just people were feeling the pressure. I feel like, this is also a card about family, the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. I feel like a lot of people, felt like they had to vote for Trump, because if they didn't, and they voted for Kamala and they wanted this change, that, their families would, disown them, or, and some families did disown if you voted for Trump. They did, because of the state in which our economy is in, and what's going on with all of these new movements that we're doing, all of the revelations that we're having. A lot of people just didn't want, they just didn't want to deal with the new change. A lot of people I'm seeing like the way things are, or could be, if Trump, Yes, see, the Hangman, this is the Hanged one. The Hangman reverse. A lot of people are tired, guys. A lot of people were tired of false promises, as we know. A lot of people were tired of waiting for things to change and letting another leader back into office. A lot of people didn't actually like Kamala. A lot of people there were people that liked her, and there are people that don't like Trump. Don't get me wrong, guys. There are a lot of people that just hate fucking Trump. They hate him. But they're like, well, I don't like him, but I'm going to still vote for him because I'm tired of waiting for things to change. I'm tired of people making false promises. We knew who Trump was while he was in office. A lot of people feel like things did get better when Trump was in office. So yes, it's talking about a lot of people were afraid of having a woman president and her being, a minority. But more so, people were just sick of things not getting better and families being broken up because they can't afford it. People moving out of the country because they can't afford it. Moving out of state because they can't afford to live in California or wherever you're living. If it's not, more so I'm hearing California, Florida, New York, Texas, even Washington, Oregon. I'm hearing Colorado. I'm hearing areas like that. Even though a lot of people in Colorado did vote for Kamala. But yeah, I'm hearing a lot of problems with that. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles reverse, Queen of Swords. They just felt like, Kamala just wasn't the good option. I mean, this is more so also like, I have to say Trump rigging it. But also Kamala this is her card, she is a Libra. Kamala, they just felt like her promises were I love this card, guys. I have to point this out. In Kamala's speech, she referred to like the stars. When it's dark enough, we can see the stars. You guys see that? Like, how beautiful is that? This card is telling me that you guys needed to have trusted her. I'm not just saying that. This is a card, this is Kamala's energy coming out, that she would have brought balance. She would have brought balance back into our society. Yes, things would not have been perfect, and she would have had to have remained humble and not gotten power hungry, like I was saying. But that's how people started seeing her as this woman that wasn't about who she said she was about. A lot of people were scared and felt like, she was putting on a mask. I keep referring to this. A lot of people felt like she wasn't actually this like fair person, that she wasn't going to be this good leader that could lead us into a better, make our country, respected, and, brought our economy up, brought everything that she said she was going to do. They didn't trust that. And they actually, a lot of people began to fall out of love with her while Trump, they were like, well, we don't like him. But, I'm sure a lot of you guys can see this. My cards are just like mirroring what also went wrong with this. But we already know. We can kind of sense it. But I'm seeing my cards say that they didn't feel like nothing good would come of Kamala being president. You know, that we wouldn't be respected, we wouldn't be well received. A lot of people missed the details on a lot of things that she was saying. A lot of people just didn't believe it. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, guys, for what went wrong. I feel like this was also taken from her. Okay, I feel like this was taken from her. I do feel like she was supposed to take office. Okay, I did see in my prediction, as you guys saw, like I said that this could easily shift in Trump's favor, and I did mention about rigging, or you know, Trump feeling like he has to like rig stuff to get ahead, but he knew that he was going to lose. Okay, Trump, he knew he was going to lose, even though people were starting to not like Kamala. A lot of people wanted to vote for her, but it wasn't enough to, whatever Trump did, he had people pull strings for him. Okay, he had people pull strings for him. He had people pay, he did pay big money, whether you guys want to believe that or not. If you're a Trump supporter, you don't want to believe this, whatever, but he did have people stop opportunities for people. If he got word that you were going to vote for Kamala, he did stop things for you. He did, not the people, but like behind the scenes, guys. You know, a lot of people, you know, Trump is trying to act like, oh, I didn't do anything, I didn't do any of that. No, he did. And if it wasn't him, he had people do it for him, allegedly. Okay, so it is talking about, with the Nine of Pentacles reverse, a lot of people were bribed, even though it's in the reverse, but that's if you complied. If you did not comply, you know, he made sure to pull things from you. He made sure to give people a bad recommendation, or have people give that person a bad recommendation. I'm seeing jobs were affected. You know, if you were on his side, you're benefiting. You know, he's going to make sure that you benefit from that. Okay, guys, so I want to also see, how does Trump feel at this moment? What's the energy around him? What's going on with him? And I also want to see if, like I said, if he will make it to the White House. Okay, guys, so the first card I got was Suffering in Silence, which is interesting that I got this card because again, I pulled on how is Trump feeling, what's the energy around him. As you guys can see, Trump feels like he is not safe. You know what I mean? He's like, I got this opportunity. I feel like he feels like this opportunity could easily be taken from him. So I don't know what's going on, if they're even recounting more still, or if it's looking like, I'm seeing that there is a chance that Trump may not make it to inauguration. I'm seeing he's worried. He's suffering. There's something too going on with his family. He feels alone. So it's like he wanted this, and now he's like, well, I got this, and now I'm just like, he doesn't feel happy. If anything, he feels more alone. He's putting on this act like, oh yes, I won and I got what I wanted, but it came with a cost. Okay, it came with a cost. Allegedly, I'm gonna say that the things that Trump did, I was also picking up on him spiritually. The things that he did spiritually were not good. You guys can make of that what you will, but what I heard spiritually while I wasn't on camera is that Trump did make some deals, or a deal, and he sacrificed. Okay, there was some sacrificing that Trump had to do, and whether that be the people in his team he had to cut loose, or his family, there's a lot of stuff going on with his family, allegedly, that he feels even more detached from them, and he was not supposed to go, or his family did not, I don't know if this has to do with his kids, but maybe it's his wife. His wife, or some people in his family, maybe his kids, did not want him to take office again. Okay, they did not want him to take office again, but because they feel like he's in danger, they feel like he's putting the family in danger. he just feels more alone. He feels alone. There's also, I'm picking up on some on some illness that he has. I picked up on this in the last reading that I did, guys. I'm seeing that there's something he's going through. I don't know if this is dementia or I don't know how old Trump is. I don't even know if he's at that age yet where he's reaching it. But yeah, I'm seeing there, like, he forgets very easily. He forgets what he's saying. He's going to have problems this term. If he makes it to inauguration, if he makes it to being our president, he's going to have a lot of relapses, mental relapses, a lot of, I just keep seeing him suffer, like, a lot, and he's gonna feel even more isolated. He's not gonna feel safe a lot of times. His family is not gonna feel safe around him. He's gonna feel very paranoid. I keep feeling paranoia for him. He's just not going to be okay mentally, and he's already not. Senile. I think I said that last time, senile. Maybe they're going to start drugging him, allegedly, or he's on medication. I did pick up on that. I believe in my last reading that Trump was taking some type of medication that makes him, like, you know, disillusioned, or, you know, he doesn't understand what he's saying. He's gonna have some major health scares for sure. I'm seeing major health scares. I'm also seeing he needs to be very careful. He's already scared of this, but he's afraid of being assassinated. He's afraid of that. So he's afraid. He's definitely looking into getting better security, firing a lot of security that was already working there. He doesn't trust people. He's not going to trust people. I'm just seeing him have a very hard term. This term is not going to be easy for him. I hope he's prepared. This term is not going to be easy for him. Obstacles and challenges in the reverse. I'm also seeing Trump not do the things that he said he was going to do. Sorry to let y'all know that. He's not going to be able to fix a lot of the things that we want him to fix. He's going to cause more problems. He's going to fix one, or try to fix one problem, but then it's going to create multiple problems. More problems are going to spiral from just one big problem that was happening. Other little problems are going to start happening. Yeah, he's going to think he fixed one problem, but it's not. He's going to create a bigger division. He's going to create more problems with our environment. I'm seeing too, this is really random, him drill in some very sacred grounds, that are going to cause spiritual problems for him. Because I have my spiritual union card in the reverse, there's going to be some drilling or some things that he does where he's taking land, or he's taking things and he's just building on those things, or literally building on those grounds, and he's not doing his research. He's not asking, or his team or whatever, the Republicans, the House, they're not going to care about sacred grounds. I'm seeing, or sacred, I don't know if this is overseas. I'm seeing overseas. This could be overseas. Him starting to do stuff overseas, not the drilling, but do stuff overseas, and he's going to interrupt a lot of their balance, or things, spiritual balance of what's going on, their physical balance of what's going on. I'm seeing that mess with him too, or mess with stuff, and it's not going to be okay. It's not going to be good. So this is my Five of Pentacles card, guys. I am seeing that there is going to be an increase in the economy. Okay, so there are going to be some tax increases. I am seeing, even though Trump is trying to cut taxes, I'm seeing that he's only doing that for certain people. If you make a certain tax bracket, he will lower it a little bit to help certain people. Also, with some type of assistance from the government, he's going to start cutting that off. He'll try to put things in place so that it helps in other areas, but I'm seeing a lot of families are not going to benefit from that. It's going to be pointless. It's like, okay, well, you cut this, but what else are you know what I mean? Like, you cut this, so how is this helping us now? And you added this, so how is that helping? You know, so he's thinking that his solutions are going to be better, but they're going to cause more issues. There will be some type of relief. I see him causing some type of relief, or sending out some type of money, or aid. But again, there's going to be a lot of regulations on that. There's going to be a lot of things you need to do in order to get that assistance. And a lot of families are going to find it hard to gain certain types of assistances that were not difficult at first. So, of course, you can consider this healthcare or anything else, like if you receive like food stamps or, you know, SSI. Like, I see him like changing that. I see him messing with, like, you know, SSI or things for older people, you know, their retirement, stuff like that. I see that being problems with that. Financial stability is not going to, it's going to be hard. It's going to be very rocky. Like I said, there will be things that he tries to put in place of that or tries to help with that, or things you can do to still get it, but it will be more difficult. We're going to also start seeing Trump he's going to have power. He's going to be, of course, we expect this, but he's going to be more power hungry with, you know, our government. He's going to be more power hungry over us as a people, over our military, our troops. I'm seeing him not really care about military or troops. He's going to cut some stuff for veterans. He's going to cut some stuff while you're in the military. I see him messing with stuff with that. And a lot of people are not going to want to, like, we're going to see a decrease in people wanting to join the military. It's going to be of course, we'll have people still, you know, wanting to join, guys, but we're going to see a decrease in that, or people wanting to join. They're going to be like really desperate, even more desperate for people. Because and maybe they'll even change how strict it is to get into a military branch or ranking or whatever. Like it's gonna be a lot, you know, harder to get people to want to join the military. It's gonna be because, one, it's him, and then two, it's like he's cutting back a lot of things. He's firing, you know, a lot of people that that shouldn't be fired, or get people fired. You know, he's gonna have that happen. Let me know, guys, if Trump could do this, but I see him putting some type of restriction on benefits, you know, for the military or veterans or whatever. But while you're in the military, I see him doing cuts of some sort, or, you know, our Congress doing cuts of some sort with that, of how much we give money to them and how much we do assistance for them. So I'm picking up on that as well. A lot of his movements, decisions, we're not going to understand. We're going to just see it as this coming from this place of just like power, and him being power hungry and him not caring about us. Of course, there are going to be some people that fully love him, respect him, feel like he knows what he's doing. Mental conflict in the reverse. I'm also seeing that he's going to try to like cover up how much he's going through and the mental conflicts that he's having, and we're gonna start seeing him become unhinged. He's gonna really, I mean, he's already kind of like unhinged, but we're gonna start seeing him become more unhinged and just saying weird crap, not laughing at people, not caring, kind of sometimes showing sympathy but it not feeling genuine. Because we're just going to see him as this like dictator, which is what Trump wants. You know, he wants to be seen as a tyrant. He wants to be seen as a dictator, as a world leader. He wants the same type of respect that the world leaders that he looks up to, he wants that same type of respect. Okay, so we're going to start seeing him really demand that. No, you guys will listen to me, you guys, because there's going to be people trying to push back on him a lot. There's going to be people, I'm pretty sure it's already happening. There's already people, I'm sure, pushing back on him, but he's like, okay, well, I'll do something about that. You know, we're going to see him start mandating stuff. We're going to see him start pulling back on things he said. You know, well, if you guys act like this, I'm not going to do this, you know, as a punishment. He's going to start treating us like his children. He's going to, like, you know, children that need to be punished. Like, that's how it feels. Like, he's going to start flexing his solar plexus, his chakra. The solar plexus chakra, guys, can be seen as, you know, your ego, the way you project out into the world, the power that you emit to the world, how you want to be seen, which is, it goes hand in hand with the authority card. You know, Trump wants to be seen as that, as somebody that should be respected, trusted, and we're going to start seeing him do all that. And you know, it's what's crazy, guys, too, is like these two connect. Like, look at that, these two go hand in hand with what's, you know, how he's going to be like moving. So yeah, guys, like these cards are not good. It's like he's thinking he's doing good, and he's like, yeah, I'm being a good, you know, leader. I'm which we can expect from Trump, but he's like, yeah, I'm being a good leader. I'm helping everyone. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm making the right connections. I'm helping, you know, these leaders, these world leaders. And I'm, you know, doing, his business is going to be really shady too. We're going to see him, you know, start doing business with other countries. And it's kind of like, you know, it feels shady to me. It feels very, very shady. Or he's going to be cutting off people. He's like, well, if you don't do this for us, we're not going to do this for you. Which, you know, some people will like, you know, some people will like that we're not giving our resources so much to other countries. Yeah, we're gonna see people still be like, oh, we trust him, whatever, you know, but we're gonna see him, like, he's gonna have like a lot of restrictions. Also, I'm seeing internet restrictions too, ironically, from him. I'm seeing internet restrictions, so him cracking down on things more with the internet for kids, or just free speech, what you can and cannot say. We may see a big shift with that, or you'll just notice that certain things can be posted. Maybe this is on TikTok, you know, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, like Facebook. We're gonna start seeing weird restrictions. He's gonna really try to do something with what we could say, or if it mainly probably if it's about him, you know, or what's going on with our government. Yeah, be on the lookout for that. Just, you know, we'll see. He's, I hear that, I feel he's talking about it, or they're talking about it. So also, two things that you think would be restricted are not going to be restricted. Like, he's going to allow some weird stuff. He's okay, guys, so I want to see how Kamala's feeling in this moment, and I want to see too if she will be our next president later on, or if she'll take office if, you know, he doesn't make it to inauguration. Okay, guys, so the first card that I got was coming together. So Kamala, the biggest message that I feel from her is that she doesn't want this to defeat us. As we can see, she wants us to come together, as I spoke about in the beginning. She wants us to come together as a whole, really, you know, nurture each other, really help each other out, really start now. She feels like we should have been doing this, but like, we really need to be more empathetic with each other, and really, even though, you know, politics is kind of like causing this division, she doesn't want that. She wants us all to come together, all, you know, talk about our differences in a healthy way, have those healthy conversations, even with the people that voted for the opposite party than the one you feel they should have voted for, or for the people that didn't vote at all. She wants there to be better, you know, understanding and empathy for those people. And instead of judging people for their political beliefs or whatever, you know, why they decided to do what they did, you know, as far as who they voted for, just in general, our differences. She feels like our differences can make us strong. We could unite as a whole, and we honestly don't need to feel threatened about what Trump is going to do. If we all come together and help each other and build our community within our communities, we will be okay. She really feels like that. We shouldn't just let this rest on the hands of Trump and you know, his party. Like, she feels like we really need to just really clarity of belief, really have an understanding of what we're fighting for and who we're fighting against. You know what I mean? And, you know, coming together to make sure that this world is what we make it to be. You know, also just kind of like biding time for the next, you know, election, for the next president to step in. She feels like if we all get together and we work together as a whole, and we just clear our minds of who the real issue is, and instead of each other and choosing violence amongst each other, she's such a Libra for this, like, I love it. She really feels like we can cause effective change, and we can change the way other people vote. We can change the way our democracy is set up. We can make it a more healthy and more livable place. And if we're just, with the flow card, if we just let go and allow if we just get through this term and we allow what is supposed to happen, no matter if it's bad or good, we are in control of our own narratives for the most part, you know, she feels. And we can also, you know, have better understanding and create a family. The tens talk about new beginnings, endings, things coming to an end, and acceptance, and being revitalized in that way, and just having maybe too even attuning more into our spirituality. I take the 10 in the flow card as our spirituality and a cycle being closed out. Kamala feels like we need to go through this to really have a better understanding of the enemy, of who we're fighting against, and just like the who we really want. Because Kamala's more like, well, if you guys don't want me in office, I'd rather have acceptance from the people that want me in office. And, you know, I want you guys to want me in office. I want you guys to want me to be your president. And if that's not the case, then in a sense, she's like, I kind of don't want it. You know? Yeah, she's just kind of accepting the outcome, really. I see Kamala accepting the outcome, doing what she needs to do to support her family, doing what she needs to do to support her mental state, her money, her financial state, her husband's financial state and mental state, and her kids as well. Which after that reading, I found out that she does have kids. So yeah, I was picking up on that, you know. And also, we're gonna see Kamala, this isn't the end for her. We're gonna see her do things on the ground, more with prosecuting and stuff like that. Like, she will continue to do work on the grounds. Her team, you know, they're still going to get involved in those communities that she's spoken, you know, into, and you know, we're gonna see her be more involved. Okay, guys, like, we're gonna see her do more stuff. Like, just because she's not president doesn't mean that she's still not gonna do the necessary work to prepare to rerun, okay, to become our president. She's still going to try to do things. So we could see Kamala go into office again, or run to become our president again, or she may step in. We may see that happen. Also, with in the upright heel, so in the spread your wings card, she feels like, as you know, she's doing the necessary work that she needs to do to heal, because there was a lot that she went through that she needed to break out of. She feels like running really did heal some parts of her. She's grateful for the experience. She's not looking at it as like, oh man, I lost, like, fuck, you know, like, I hate it, I hate that I lost, like, you know, F Trump. Like, she's not looking at it like that. It's more of like, well, it seems like, you know, you guys are going to have to just learn and know that you guys are going to have to see for yourself. You guys are going to have to see for yourself that you made the wrong decision. Now, I do feel like allegedly there are things that Kamala knows behind the scenes that happened, but she's trying to accept it, because I do feel like they're locking her out of everything. Of course, you know, they're locking her out. Trump's locking her out allegedly of everything, and she doesn't really know anything else now that's going on. Kamala also feels like, you know, we can heal from this. Like, we can still come back and be a better country for this. Like, she still feels like there's redemption, okay? She still feels like we need to heal from not only like what's going on and what happened, but we need to heal as a nation on, you know, world issues like racism and, you know, sexism. And, you know, of course, she's acknowledging in the hate crimes, like, she's acknowledging that people just weren't ready for her. You know, we as a nation are not healed. We were not ready to take that leap of faith and trust her and know and put our biases aside and know that we could have a woman president. We could have a Black South Asian woman president, and it would be fine. It would work out. And everyone, you know, she knows that not, of course, like, a lot of people wouldn't be satisfied, but she's accepting that people just are not as open as they seem, are not as healed as they seem, are not as ready to take a leap of faith, like I keep saying, and you know, have better acceptance for one another. And it really does start within our community, within our homes, and that is something that Kamala is keeping in mind, and that she's not surprised. She's not surprised of the outcome. She's not. She expected this. She is surprised a little bit at how things kind of like went down. Maybe taken off guard a little bit, I should say. But she's not surprised at how things went down. She's not. I refuse to believe she was surprised. I think certain things surprised her. But as far as the people, you know, she's not surprised. The crown chakra is in the reverse with the joy and stability card in the reverse. So I do feel like, you know, she's with the joy and stability card, she does fear for our country. She is afraid of, and is trying to shut off, you know, the noise of what's going on. She's trying to silence that and just kind of go on about her life. Not, you know, of course, like, we're still gonna see her doing, you know, work on the grounds and, like, you know, doing what she needs to do, but it is talking about her also detaching herself from the outcome, also detaching herself from the White House, from the Congress, for the connections that she's made. She's not happy about, you know, losing a lot of people that around her that supported her, because, you know, some of those people she saw that they weren't really in her corner. They weren't really who they said they were. She's starting to see, I don't know what I mean by that, guys, but things are getting revealed to her. Okay? There was people working for the other side, and now she's starting to see that. Like, okay, well, all right. You know, like, you guys had me swindled for, you know, some of y'all. But like I said, there is fear that for our society, there is fear for our country. Even though she does want to be positive and, you know, give people, you know, hope and words of wisdom to her best ability, but deep down it is saying that Kamala is afraid, as we would expect. She is afraid of what is going to happen for us, and, you know, she's honestly doesn't really have the right words to make us, or it's her, or not even her place really, to bring that joy and stability back into America. She feels like it is gonna get dark. It's gonna get dark for a minute, for a while. It's gonna get dark, and she's anticipating it, and she's preparing for it. She's preparing for it. Her family is preparing for it, allegedly, and she thinks we all need to prepare for it. And one of those ways, like I stated in the beginning, is coming together, having a mental clarity of what truly is going on, and not blinding yourself to what we want to believe, and not just trying to see the honesty and the good in Trump, and of course have understanding. And she doesn't want there to be any like assassination or anything crazy like that on him, you know what I mean, guys? But she doesn't want any riots or anything. She just wants us to be accepting and focus inward and focus on each other and focus on what we can, as I said in the beginning, guys, what we can control, right? So also too, she understands that there is no, you know, it's hard to be optimistic, but the way to combat darkness is to be optimistic, right? And she did speak about that in her speech, but also it is coming out in her energy that she still believes this, and it is coming out in her energy that she still stands true to this statement. Okay. Okay, guys, so I want to see if Trump will make it to being our president, and I also want to see if Kamala will eventually be our next president. So will Trump make it to yes? I am seeing that he will be elected as our next president. He's doing also stuff, or having people do stuff, or people are doing stuff on him to help him, but also there are people that are doing stuff to counteract that. So there is a spiritual warfare going on. I am seeing that. My spirit guides want me to reiterate that there is a spiritual warfare going on, that, you know, yeah, it's definitely a fight between right and wrong, noise, silence, people being silenced. Yeah, there is a lot going on with that. That made no sense, but just bear with me, guys. Ten of Cups upright with the Emperor upright. I am seeing that he will take office if all goes well. There are some people, there is a plan of some sort, allegedly there is some type of plan going on to prevent this from happening, But as of now, the way it's looking is that he will step into office. Yes, I am getting that he will take office with the Ace of Pentacles upright and the Seven of Cups upright and the King of Cups upright. I am seeing that, yeah. With the Emperor, may I reiterate, with the Emperor, Ten of Cups, and the Paranormal card. I'm gonna say this, guys, allegedly for entertainment purposes, I feel like Trump is doing or has done or goes to someone that definitely, he doesn't believe, which is crazy because he doesn't believe in that stuff, but he definitely has people that help him or helped him or will help him that are spiritual, that are of the spiritual. They deal with stuff like this when it comes to making deals with the spirit world to help him. He pays, allegedly he'll pay these people big money to help him or have someone help him do this, to do spiritual practices for him, although he is not. Has Trump talked about being an atheist has he talked about his religion at all? Because I am seeing that he is, I feel that he follows more so atheist beliefs. I don't know, atheism, excuse me. I see that he follows more of the atheism way of believing in things. And I'm just gonna say it, there is spiritual things that he's doing, that he did to help with this, okay? Seven of Cups in the upright with the Ace of Pentacles upright, King of Cups, winning the public over, coaxing people into a false sense of security, showing on social media, a lot of social media display. We're going to see him talk openly about things or try to win the public over by being transparent. So to get that trust, you know, to get into the hearts of America, you know. But I am seeing that he is going to, yes, as of right now, he is going to make it to the office. But with the Eight of Cups upright and the Page of Pentacles, I'm not seeing that he's going to have an easy term, okay? He's going to have a very rough term, so much so that it seems like he may have to resign. Trump, do you have a drinking problem? Allegedly. Yeah, guys, I'm seeing something happen. I'm seeing something happen. There's going to be a major shift in him being in office. It seems like there's going to be, because of his health issue, there's going to be some stepping down or some uprising that happens that causes maybe this will be, yeah, there's going to be some type of stepping down, or there's going to be some shift in his in him being president. There's going to be something that happens with that. I don't know what this means yet, guys. Again, I'm not hip to politics like that, but I am seeing that there is some type of wanting him out of the office because he's going to cause like a lot of problems. Yeah, he's going to cause a lot of problems. I'm seeing them just get sick of him. There's going to, we'll see if this happens. We'll see. But I'm seeing him not being able to, he will get into office. He will be our president, but there's going to be some type of stepping down that happens, or him getting sick, or something happens. Maybe I'm not going to say assassination. I'm not going to say that, but something where he's not able to follow through with things, and them just kind of like trying to get rid of him or use him as they definitely are going to use him as a puppet. Obviously, we know that. But there's going to be something that happens with his health, or something that happens where it causes him to have to like, yeah, as I said, that ending card, eruption. Yeah. I thought I was tripping. Allegedly, I'm going to say this, I feel like there's a lot of health issues going on with Trump, a lot of addiction that he has, maybe it's drinking, that is going to cause him to not be of sound mind, and them needing to direct him and make decisions for him and cause him to be a puppet, or then medicate him, allegedly making him sick of some sort. Also too, there's going to be some type of like interruption with him. And Someone's plotting. Someone's plotting. Guys, I'm picking up stuff. I don't know how much more of this. I can't say too much. I'm gonna be real with y'all, but there could be an interruption with Trump's term. Okay, there's gonna be a big interruption with it. I don't know what this means yet. We'll see. They're planning something and they're using Trump as a puppet. We know this. We could obviously, but the way they're gonna do it, someone is. Remember, guys, I said in my reading a major betrayal for Trump. So there's gonna be some type of weird interruption with this term. I don't know what this means. Now, it could be before, I am seeing him as of now get into the office. This could be before he gets into the office, there will be some type of interruption. Or while he's in term. He's not safe. He's going to be making a lot of enemies that are going to make him not safe. So let me see, my last question is, will Kamala be our president? Will she ever be our president? Guys, it's not looking good for Kamala being our next president. I feel like she's jaded right now. I do feel like she's a bit jaded. I do feel like there's a part of her that doesn't think she wants to run again just because of how much effort and time and like how many sleepless nights that she's had, and just like not feeling like the people will ever be ready to have a woman president. I feel like there's a lot of people around her that kind of like, not like, there are people around her that were very supportive and of course like told her, you know, you can do this, you know, if you want to run again, blah blah blah. But it took a lot out of her, as we would expect, right? But I do feel like she wants to run again eventually. I do feel like, you know, she wants to try to, you know, step into office again. Although it is saying that her time is for now completed of her running, I'm seeing that she's thinking and considering trying to run again. And I'm seeing the odds be very good for her with the Two of Pentacles upright. She will do at least 2 terms. It may just be 2 terms that she'll do, but then they'll have her out of office. So she'll only do 2 terms if she is elected into office. I really feel like right now she doesn't want to run again, guys, but I feel like she's going to consider running again. I see this changing. Right now she's just like, you know what, I don't know if I'm ready to do that. I don't know. Like, she's very, you know, up in the air about it. If she wants to run again, there is a part of me that wants to say that she doesn't want to run again because of how, you know, hard it was. Like, you know what I mean? You know when you get discouraged? She's just, I think she's a little discouraged right now. But I do see her running again or trying to run again, and she will do 2 terms. So we'll see if this happens. I do see if she is elected into office, she'll do only 2 terms. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's a really high chance, guys, that Kamala will run again. She's looking into running again, but at that point, she's going to have a lot of things against her as far as what she needs to fix. And that's the thing that's kind of making her like, ooh, I don't know, you know, it's making her uncertain. But I am also seeing that she will want to run again eventually. She will want to run again. So I'm going to, for now, guys, I'm going to say yes, she will run again. And she will do 2 terms. Okay? I'm going to go with my gut and say that she will run again. And she will do 2 terms as of right now. So we'll see if this happens. I really hope it does. I see her running against a man, of course. Again, I see her running against a man. And, yeah. It also depends on where we're at. You know, obviously it depends on where the economy's at, where the people are at, if she even has a chance again at being well received. But I am seeing her want to run again eventually. I think she's a little jaded right now, or just tired or exhausted, of course, you know. But I am seeing her eventually want to run again, or try to throw her hat back into the ring to run again. And her doing 2 terms. So we'll see. That's my prediction for that. We'll see if it happens. Again, politics are very, you know, just, yeah, I know Trump is trying to stop that from happening, you know. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think of this reading. I'm sorry if it was all over the place, if it was chaotic, or if my messages didn't make sense. Hopefully, in the long run, they do. But anyway, guys, that's enough for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please keep in mind, you know, that my prediction can change, you know. Like I said in my other reading on the election, that things change all the time. People do things to change things. So with the election or doing anything political, it's kind of hard to read on that, you know. But I thought I would just jump on here instead of just coming out with my next reading and not talking about what happened is just crazy. So I am very sad at the way things turned out. It makes sense why, like, a lot of what I was saying was weird, and, like, you know, I kept getting Trump's energy. It just makes sense, you know. It makes sense now. I'm looking back at my reading and I'm piecing things together, like I said in the beginning of my video, guys, and it's just a lot of things are clicking. A lot of things are clicking, you know. Let me know if you guys want more political readings from me, because a lot of people didn't really like watch, you know, my Kamala reading. So I guess you guys don't really care about politics on my channel, but that's okay. I just figured I would do this reading and to kind of like sum up what I read on in my past video, you know, and to reiterate and touch on things in this one. I hope a lot of this made sense, guys, and please remember that I am doing personal readings. So if you would like to book a personal reading for me, please DM me at SadeTarotT92. Please follow me on Instagram and on my TikTok at SadeTarotT92. And I hope that you guys like this reading. It was all over the place, again, like I said, and I'm sick. So hopefully these things made sense. So anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful day, beautiful night whenever you're watching this. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up and like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for when your bitch pull up. Ding ding. Okay, anyway, guys, that's enough for me. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, beautiful night whenever you're watching this, wherever you're watching this, and namaste. Bye.